I wanted to introduce our next speaker. Personally, while I was in the audience speaking with Shelley, the airport that I came from here, I spent quite a bit of time trying to lure Porter Airlines to come to that airport. We were unsuccessful, and I was pretty sad about that. When I arrived here in Fort Lauderdale, there was another airline that I was trying to get into Philadelphia called Emirates Airlines. Some of you may have heard of them. And shortly after my arrival here, Emirates decided to start to fly to Fort Lauderdale. I said, hey, this is pretty cool. But now, a second airline that I tried so desperately to get into another airport coming into Fort Lauderdale, it really makes you beam with pride that they selected Fort Lauderdale to come here and fly. We're very much looking forward to the service. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Kevin Jackson, Chief Commercial Officer for Porter Airlines, and give he and their airline a round of applause.
Good afternoon, and I will confirm I am Kevin Jackson. We need to make sure that's clear. And I am the Chief Commercial Officer at Porter Airlines. And I will say that the hospitality here, I have never seen such incredible food in our welcome, so this is very great, and I look forward to enjoying that. I want to thank everyone who came out to celebrate our launch today of 2 brand new routes for us from Fort Lauderdale back to Canada. We certainly do appreciate all of the support that we've received launching this service from the Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport, from Broward County, and from Visit Lauderdale, who have really helped us celebrate this day for us, and we greatly appreciate that. Our first flights today from both Toronto and Ottawa will be landing this afternoon, and then our inaugural flight back to Ottawa will be this evening. And then tomorrow morning, we will initiate our flight to Toronto. And certainly, as what has been said, Canadians love flying to Florida. Canadians are the largest group of international travelers to the Sunshine State. And I can tell you that yesterday when I left Toronto, it was snowing, and it was wonderful to come to this beautiful sunshine. You know, the demand for Florida from Canada is clearly reflected in the quality and the volume of the bookings that we're seeing on our flights. We have extremely high load factors coming into Fort Lauderdale. Both flights from Toronto and Ottawa are completely booked today and tomorrow, and they're looking great for this coming holiday season. Now, Porter is very proud to be the first airline to bring the Embraer E195 E2 aircraft to the United States. And we are launching this aircraft across a number of destinations in Florida. Now, the E2 is the best narrow-body aircraft that's available on the market today. It is the most fuel efficient, and it is the quietest narrow-body aircraft on the market. For those of you who do not know Porter, since 2006, we have been redefining regional air travel and bringing back enjoyment of flying across Eastern Canada and the Northeastern United States. And with the expansion of our fleet due to the Embraer E195, we are beginning to challenge the definition of what it means to travel in economy across North America. And we are doing so by offering highly competitive pricing for a far superior economy product, and one that every single passenger on board our aircraft will enjoy. Now, economy is a segment that a lot of carriers don't talk about. That's because they're either focusing all of their energy on satisfying the so-called elite travelers, or they're cramming passengers in the aircraft and making them feel nickel and dimed. For decades, the entire airline industry has chipped away at the economy experience, and today, for many passengers, it is a painful, stressful, and often dehumanizing experience. But at Porter, we are embracing the 90% of travelers who fly in economy. And we are doing that by removing the economy pain points that so many people endure. We provide a level of onboard service on our aircraft that is unmatched by any other airline in North America. And it starts with the fact that we provide more space on board our aircraft. We are the only airline in North America that will promise you that you will never have a middle seat in economy. We will give every single passenger on board our aircraft free beer and wine, served in real glassware, and a selection of free premium Canadian snacks. And on our longer flights, including our flights from Fort Lauderdale to both Toronto and Ottawa, we offer a selection of fresh, healthy, high-quality meals that are either part of the passenger's airfare or can be purchased on board the aircraft. And finally, the Embraer E195 provides all of our passengers free, fast streaming Wi-Fi for everyone on board. So We are building on what Porter established 17 years ago when we started our roots in Toronto in Eastern Canada. We cannot wait to welcome you on board our aircraft, either today or tomorrow's flight, or hopefully sometime in the near future. We thank you for your hospitality in welcoming us here. Thank you.
Kevin, I'm not sure if you noticed when you said about some of the things you offered on board, but when you mentioned free beer and wine, about 10 people ran over to that ticket counter over there and just started to buy the ticket for tonight to check it out. Isn't that amazing, folks? We're really grateful for Kevin and all the folks at Porter again for selecting FLL. Commissioner Udine mentioned it. We have men and women in green that we thank each and every day, and law enforcement for keeping us safe and protected here at FLL. We operate very much like a huge family here. There's lots of folks that go into making that work. Kevin mentioned the food, and with that, I did want to recognize our friends from Delaware North Corporation who brought the food out today, in particular Chef Juan here in the red right here. Chef Juan always takes great care of us. I think he saved me. He knows I'm from Philadelphia, so I think he saved me a cheesesteak. But it's with great enthusiasm that we welcome Porter Airlines to FLL.